Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faizal Hazim bin Hafiz. I'm with my group members Muhammad Amur bin Rostam and Muhammad Aizah Hakim bin Mak Rizwan. We will present to you cybercrime in Islam, what students should know, and enjoy our video.
For introduction, cybercrime in Islam poses a complex challenge involving ethical, legal and religious aspects. Islamic faith promotes justice, ethics and respect for rights, including in the digital sphere. However, rapid technological progress has created new opportunities for forbidden actions, which is haram, encompassing cybercrimes like hacking, identity theft, fraud, and spreading harmful content, which violate individual rights and community welfare. Next, Islamic scholars confront the challenge of interpreting Sharia concerning cybercrimes. Islamic teachings, emphasizing privacy, honesty, and information security, underscore the significance of respecting boundaries and integrity in digital interactions. Principles like haq, which is right, and amanah, trust, emphasize ethical technology use and safeguarding others' rights, prohibiting cybercrimes that violate these values. The third is dealing with cybercrime in Islam requires more than traditional legal approaches. It necessitates a consideration of technology's ethical aspect. Integrating Islamic principles with modern laws become pivotal in devising a comprehensive strategy against cybercrimes. This integration aims to maintain a harmonious balance between technological progress and ethical behavior within the Islamic context. And this study aims to educate students about cybercrime due to their vulnerability to manipulation by cybercriminals. Many students lack mature judgment in discerning truth from the fraudulent information, making them susceptible to deception. The objective is to equip them with the knowledge necessary to identify and avoid falling victim to cybercrime.
So the next one is about cybercrime in Islamic law perspective. The legal basic for determining sanction for perpetrated is cybercrime. First, cybercrime can be categorized as one of the modes of fraud as the word of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala contained in Quran Ash-Shura verse 183. The meaning is, and do not harm people by reducing the right and do not make mischief on the earth. And the second in Quran Al-Ma'idah, Surah Al-Ma'idah ayat 38, meaning men who steal and women who steal, cut off their hands as a retribution for what they do and as punishment from Allah, and Allah is mighty wise. From the second sense, the Quranic verse above explain that the prohibition for a Muslim to do activities that can harm other and damage the peace in the world, and the section given to anyone who commits theft, then the punishment is following that described in Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 38. Jurists have reached consequences about the punishment of amputing the hands of thieves found guilty of their crime. But Islam also described the ta'zir penalty for stealing, particularly for theft, that does not satisfy the requirement for a hudud sentence. Conviction under the hudud punishment is dropped due to the existence of suspicion. Approach. Ta'zir is a penalty that can discourage someone from performing a horrible deed and whose severity is decided by a just Muslim judge rather than by Sharia law. Okay, the next one is about cybercrime and law. The Sharia judge is not constrained by any early ruling, precedent or judgment in contract to English common law. The most serious crime under Sharia law are murder, apostasy, declaring war on Allah and His Prophet, theft, adultery, defamation, false allegation of adultery or fornication, theft, and the use of intoxication substance. They are viewed as crime commits against Allah. According to Bird 2022, the NI for NI theory of retribution is found in both the first legal code, The Code of Hammurabi and the Law of Moses. Muslim modified this proverb by adding, but it is preferable to forgive. In contemporary common law, there are still a lot of assumptions predicated on retaliation.
For the types of cybercrimes, the first is cyber harassment. Encompasses act meant to annoy, divert, or disturb others. Legally considered behaviors aimed at frightening or disturbing individuals. It spans categories like racial, religious, sexual, and bullying harassment. Cyberbullying involves using technology to harass or dehumanize someone through message or image. Cyberstalking utilizes electronic communication methods to threaten victims anonymously. This differs from spam, as cyberstalkers focus on a single victim with intimidating message. Racial and religious harassment involves harsh or offensive comment directed at the victims. For the second is fraud. Fraud encompasses fraudulent plans using online services to execute deceptive transaction or solicitation, transferring scam revenues to financial institutions or other parties. Categories of fraud include phishing, fraud sites, purchases, counterfeit goods, scams, unapproved transaction, unlawful investment, lottery scam, and Nigerian scams. Phishing involves posing as a trustworthy entity in electronic communication to obtain private information like credit card details, username, and password. The last one is spam. Two types of spam exist, spam and spam relay. Spam refers to unsolicited junk email sent to multiple recipients. Often for commercial purpose, spam relay involves sending emails while hiding the sender's address using a proxy or third-party email servers. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Faiz Hazim bin Ahmad Hafiz. I will talk about how students should avoid cybercrime. There are many ways for the student can avoid cybercrime. The first way is strong password. Combination letter, symbol, and number. When people want to create a password, its bare minimum needs letter, symbol, and number. That's why in our device, such as laptop, phone, and tablet want to create password, it will tell you like how many characters, symbol, and number. This is also to prevent hackers to invade our account and have trouble to invade our account. That's why a strong password, combination letter, symbol, and number it needs. Second way is two-way verification. Gmail and mobile phone number as an alternative. Two-way verification works is to send a notice to the owner of the account. For example, if the hackers success to invade our account, it will notice to the owner and will ask, such as, is it your doing or is it your activities? If it yes, then just move on and do nothing. If it's no, the owner must take action to prevent furthermore trouble to the account. Two-way verification also works if the owner forgets the password, the current password. So the two-way verification will send a code, and if the owner input the code, it means this is the owner of the account. So the owner of the account will create a new password, and the owner also need to take a note to not forget password next time. The third way is parental control. Parents set up a security at their mobile device. Current era, almost everyone and children have their own mobile device, such as laptop, tablet, and mobile phone. And the children doesn't aware of the dangers, doesn't aware of their surrounding. That's why, as parents, it will also need to set up parental control system. This also to prevent and secure the children's account, and the hackers can evade the children's account. Okay. The fourth way is antivirus software. Protect from any type of virus. In our daily life, it must certain time our mobile device will be invaded by virus. So the developer or create antivirus software to prevent the virus such as malware, spyware, and worm. This also not to make our device being internal damage, and also to secure our file from being controlled by virus. That's why antivirus software it needs in our device. And the fifth way is security software to secure from anyone to go into the account. The most popular we all know is firewall. Firewall is security software and also like another security for the two ways verification. So security software it helps us to secure our account, to secure our file, to secure our system, our privacy information. That's why security software is needed and to prevent any other people to invade our account. Furthermore, how students should avoid cybercrime. The sixth way is have awareness about cybercrime. Students should know current issue and aware of everything. The student cannot rely everything to the technology because the hacker sometime can invade our account after getting through security software and two-way verification. That's why the student need to know the dangers, need to aware of everything, not to clicking everything what they got. For example, such as in our Gmail account, we will get an advertisement. Do not simply clicking without reading and just ignore it because that is the way for the hackers to invade our account. Okay. Next is virtual private network. VPN help encrypt your and unencrypted data. VPN actually is about to secure our system, to secure our internet. It's only to the owner can do. In encrypted means close it, encrypted. Only us have a key, have a code to unencrypt the data. So that's why the virtual private network is important to us. Mostly for the for to borrow some hotspot or to get a network and outside of our house. Yes. And the last one, ask someone help. Do not hesitate to ask someone's help. This after everything the student or everyone already put the security, put the two-way verification, but it's still invaded by the hackers. Do not hesitate to ask someone's help. Ask the authority. Ask help. Because if this making a longer, the students or the people's life will be damaged and will be controlled by the hackers or some people that want to use the people's life. Conclusion. Although it is difficult to distinguish between identity theft and cybercrime, we can classify the type of cybercrime that occurs before clicking on any kind of advertisement, including message or email. Students should be aware of the scam. Identity theft and cybercrime is too similar, but we can categorize it. For example, love scam, and identity theft, bullying, harassment. This also considered cybercrime. But now, cybercrime can people categorize it mostly is identity theft or invade our account. That's why cybercrime is dangerous to people. It can damage to the people through mentally. If bullying harassment in cybercrime through media social damage the people's mental. That's why if some student in certain group that being bullying, being harassed, it needs courage to leave the group and block the people. Also, the student should, as I said, the student should know the awareness, the dangers surrounding them. Do not click any type of advertisement in our account, because that is the most easily to scam people, to scam student. So the student should always aware and know the dangers surrounding them. That's all for us and from our group in our presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.